Live. Okay. So it's against my better judgment to make a video now. It's it's against my it's against my better judgment to make a video now. But given how bad things are, I've got to try something new, and that's what I'm doing at present. What it is I've just been shouting again. I've been screaming. I've been holding my breath all day into yesterday. I did have to shout a little bit earlier, but I got in to check. And on the whole, I've been holding it in all day. And in an account of what was just said on the earlier post today, talking about passive aggressiveness, trying to teach messages through emotional antagonization, I'm unable to deal with it because it makes me in physical pain. It's like the pain that you experience if you walk along and you knock your knee unknowingly on the edge of a wall. The pain, if someone applied the same level of wackiness to your knee, but with a rubber mallet, I can almost guarantee we'd be more in pain, because with the person that hit us with the rubber mallet than if we did it ourselves. Now, the reason is because you walk along the road, you bump your knee, everything's in order. You know what's just happened. You're there to yourself. You just got to suck it up and get on with it. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened. So I'm in a lot of discomfort. Yeah, you suck it up and get on with it. What are you going to do? You sit there and cry. If you need to sit there and cry, you sit there and cry. That's what's required. You just got to deal with the pain. It's really bad. You sit there and scream until someone comes and calls you an ambulance, and you go to hospital and you get some morphine or something. But imagine the same level of pain, but someone's just whacked you with a hammer, rubber mallet. Same pain, no difference, damage to the body. All of a sudden, you've got questions as to what's going on with this person who's decided to hit you with a rubber mallet, and you're asking questions left, right, and centre. Am I safe? Are they gonna continue hitting me? How much pain am I in? I can't focus on the pain. I can't focus on you. What do I focus on? I'm in pain already. I can't deal with the situation. And the mind, if nothing else, is called into play. Even if there was a little bit of emotional drama on that role play, which I just did, the crux of it is the mind is called into gear. And the mind uses up more energy, so I've heard countless of times in science, than anything else in the body. If you've got a calm mind, you can deal with pain to a certain extent. Your nerves are enlivened, but your mind should be dull. Pain should dull the mind. Think about it. Think when you're excited and lighthearted, is that an appropriate mentality if you're in a lot of discomfort and pain? No. Think about when you're depressed. Think about experiencing pain then. It's a lot more manageable, isn't it? It's almost like, I don't want to be alive In the first instance, I'm depressed. Oh, I've got a knock on my knee. Yeah, just get my attention when the pain gets too much. That's the sort of reality of it. Until the mind wakes up and gets called into gear to deal with the pain, if you're not dealing with it already. And it hurts when the mind wakes up. And I just experienced again one of this passive aggressive passes at me. I opened the door for a neighbour, a Japanese lady. So I'm glad it was her in context of what we were saying, that you see it is the collective culture. It might actually be just this collective psychosis and not English culture, but ultimately I'm 35 and I'm experiencing this now as an outward perception to me from society. So the most commonsensical thing is that it's English culture, but it might not be. It might be something beyond that. And that's why I'm glad it was a Japanese lady, because it's a culture that we all partake within, regardless. So I opened the door for her because I was at the lift and I was about to get in the lift. I had my suitcase. I'm moving stuff about, and I had another thing that was like really heavy, and I've been pushing myself all day through pain. I need to be proactive. And I opened the door for her, and what I'm about to say, on the surface of it, it's going to sound like nothing, and I want to leave it that was nothing. I don't want to try and prove it, but for me, there was a subtle lesson there that I received countless of times from many people through this passive aggressive communication. So I opened the door, touched the release, because I saw she was looking for her bag, for her keys in her bag, or that's what I presumed. So I thought I'd be a nice neighbour, given the amount of noise I made. She came in, well, she tried to open the door for me, a bit of confusion there. I said, no, it was for you, come in. She came in and she took my lift. I tried to tell her, you're taking my lift. And she was well aware of what she was doing. And then I had to deal with reality again, this collective thing of people being offensive to me time after time. My mind being called into gear from the meditative state of daily activities I'm trying to engage in, so I'm not in a vegetative state every day. I'm getting on with what life is asking of me. But, my mind being called into gear into answering what the fuck is going on with the collective psychosis, or this new means of communication that I just can't comprehend in passive aggressiveness. And emotionally, I'm dead. I was dead years ago, so I've given up emotionally. But that's where I know if I start to feel anything on top of my emotions, I can't handle it. And I exploded. Like, it was an explosion this time instead of a gentle release of pain through screaming. It was like a build-up, because I'm waking up each day and I'm thinking I'm trying to do my best here. And in trying to do my best, I'm trying to do my best for myself. I'm trying to do my best for everybody. So unfortunately, however much I put down society, I still live within it, and I still partake within it. And for my interest, it makes sense to keep the status quo as much as possible. So I wake up at the present, trying to do my best, and that's there as part of it. So there's no maliciousness to anybody. I mean, I've got I've seen an ambulance or police pulling up. I'm thinking that's for myself. It makes sense. But yeah, as you can tell, when it totally knocks me. The police and all of that, the risk of everything. That's my train of thought. But essentially, I was saying, and if I get a knock at the door, I'll end the video so I can answer it appropriately. Yeah, and essentially, with her doing that, she could see what I was doing. I told her, "You're taking my left. You're taking my left." She still chose. It was like a fuck you, you know. Fair enough, I've annoyed my neighbours, and that was a fuck you back. But I couldn't take it. I'm that sensitive at the moment because of the pain, and I exploded. I shouted. I've been holding it in. But that's where I am. That's where I am in terms of that. And this video was a push to try and get me to not go back into the depression, as much as that's what life is demanding. Almost like the circumstance, the situation is like depression. And saying the easiest place for you, Andreas, is depression, and that's what I would do out of natural course. It's not working anymore, and I'm trying to be proactive. And this is why I made the live stream today, to keep an element of positivity and just focus on what needs to be done, and not dwell. However hard it is and however much I'm losing my mind doing it, I've got to continue pursuing it. But what occurred to me is the way forward, because I'm really lost. I'm trying sincerely to remember yesterday, see today, and act for tomorrow. That is the thought. So I'm going to end it now.